Natasha, what was the most challenging episode this season for you to shoot?
I get asked this question quite frequently, and people think that it is always the very dramatic scenes, but I'm blessed with such amazing co-stars that those moments always feel very natural, and I always feel very present. The most difficult things to shoot are the beats of physical comedy. So any of the montages, or even moments where I just have to walk like a normal human being, like those are things they do not teach you in acting class, like how to just like wake up from sleep, or how to walk, or how to breathe. So I'd say the most challenging thing for me was the moment where the gates of hell open up and I drop the glasses, the mystical glasses, and step on them. It was very distracting. Spencer, our director, made me do that like 10 times.
Yeah,
and
eight takes.
Yeah, 8 takes, yeah.
I feel like maybe there was a different reason that he got us to do that one so many days.
Yeah, there could be. I know. He was like, Natasha, you're not getting it right. But he is so amazing at choreographing beats of physical comedy, so it was just really important that, I stepped on them at the right time, and that was really tricky. It was really hard to do.
And the book, I think we did that 7 times. The book falling on the head, yeah.
Yeah. We did that a lot.
It's soft, don't worry.
One of my favorite moments from this season actually is in the very first episode where you let out like that string of curses and you just like blew in the face. Elise, how did you keep a straight face when that was happening?
I didn't. You just didn't see those takes in the episode. Natasha, at one point, I texted her at night or something, and I was like, hey, what's up? And she's like, I just gotta go write this curse. And I was like, I don't know what that means, but I've just learned to accept that.
Yeah. Our schedule is so insane that we never really get time to play pranks or be goofy on set, which is so in my nature. So I wrote it out and I said, this is what I'm gonna say, and I didn't tell the other actors, and thank you, Jordan, for that liberty, because the script just said like long bleeped out bit of swearing from Carmilla, so I was like, all right, here we go.
And you guys made like the conscious choice to drop the L word this season, and I really loved how Laura and her father talked about her coming out, and also how they talked about Laugh's gender identity, and how he was just like, well, if I can handle vampires, I can probably handle this. Like, that was such a great scene.
Yeah. I think that scene was so important between the father and the daughter, a coming out story where, he's not worried about her being gay, he's not worried about her being with a woman, he's worried about her being with a vampire. It's like, and that's how it should be. We shouldn't be worried about the gender of the person that we're with or the identity of the person that we're with. We should be worried about, are they the right person?
Yeah. It was like, this is a weird anecdote. I can't believe I'm going to share this. My ex's dad was worried that she was with an actor, not with a woman. He was like, oh God, don't date an actor.
Do you have any personal stories or headcanons for Carmilla and Laura and their relationship? Like, for example, like for Act 1, they said Laura wanted to go with someone she loves for Comic-Con, and like what they would go like cosplay as.
Oh yeah. Would they cosplay as?
I think they've definitely probably go to some Comic-Cons and some.
Yeah, they could be like, like Orange is the New Black.
What do you think?
I just want to know, like, what is the one thing you're gonna miss most while playing Laura and Carmilla?
Oh wow, I can't pick one thing because she's so close to me and so near and dear to my heart that I'm just gonna miss everything about her. I'm gonna miss her pants, her leather pants. I still have them. I have some of hers. Actually, her biker boots were mine when I started season 1, and we had a small budget. I brought them in, and now I can't wear them as Natasha. They're like Carmilla's boots, But I'm just gonna miss everything about her. I'm gonna miss her voice and the way she sits, and I don't know. And I'm just gonna miss working with such amazing people, because it's such a gift and such a treat. I mean, I always get along with people I work with, but this experience was especially unique in that we're all very close. So, it's something I think we'll always treasure.
Yeah, that was gonna be my answer. Like, I think the thing that I'm gonna miss the most is yeah, like playing off of Natasha, like when we're filming, like some magic happens. And so I think and that doesn't always happen with other actors. Like sometimes you just have like built-in chemistry with your scene partner, and that's amazing, and that's such a gift and something that I shouldn't ever take for granted. Yeah.
I just wanted to take a minute to say thank you and the whole Carmilla team for creating this show, because I know I can speak for myself and probably many other people in this room how many connections it's brought. I know I've made at least like 10 friends myself just in this room, and I think that's great.
It's the best part.
Yeah, it's great to bring so many like-minded people together. So my question was, if Laura and Carmilla were to get engaged, who would propose and how would it happen?
I feel like it would be Carmilla proposing, but then there's this other part of me that feels like maybe they would have just magically planned it on the same day, and then
exactly
Carmilla,
what I was just gonna say.
like, and then Carmilla would like go to do it, but Laura would just like blurt it out first and like ruin her plans.
That is literally what I was thinking. Like they plan a trip to Paris, and they go to Paris, and they're like up on the Eiffel Tower, and there's like too many romantic things happening because they both planned for things. And it's like
and then like Carmilla would like go to like kneel down, and Laura would just be like, "No, marry me." Yeah. So funny. I totally plan it at the same time, for sure.
That's hilarious. That was a great question. Thank you for that.
I've had that planned for weeks.
Successful. Thank you. Hi.
Hi. So I would just first want to thank you guys for all you've done for the LGBT community. And my question is what your first experiences with the LGBT community and how you feel like the LGBT community has impacted your life now.
Oh, my first experience with it. I mean, it's funny. I went to musical theater school, so yeah, I guess I don't need to finish that sentence. I went to a high school for performing arts, so I guess that was sort of my first introduction to the community. But it's really helped me. I never used to label my sexuality, and so it's really helped me sort of understand the importance of maybe voicing that and being a voice, and so that's been really neat. And it's been nice to have so many more queer female friends, because I think it's funny, as a queer woman, I wasn't really friends with girls growing up. I was always friends with guys. So it was kind of neat to be introduced to so many amazing, strong women through Carmilla, and then just through making friends, even with media outside of that, like queer media. And then it's introduced me to some of my best friends, and it's nice to be around other like-minded women, for sure. Yeah. Hi, Eli, also.
Hi. Yeah.
I'm just gonna go cry now.
Yeah, I would say, like, I've learned so much from this fandom about just the importance of connection. And I think it's so incredible how so many people are able to connect with people in different states and different countries, and how much this show has really brought people together. I think that's so wonderful and incredible. And yeah, like hearing stories about how people who might not be able to, who aren't comfortable or safe to come out in their own family or home environment, who are able to be themselves within the digital world, I think is so important and incredible, and I'm happy to, like, that I get to partake in that.
I feel like I have to thank you now because everyone else did it. So thank you for everything.
For watching.
My question is, how do you think Laura and Carmilla are currently justifying their newly dramatically rekindled relationship? Like, is it like we've grown more as people, or is like, holy shit, the world's about to end, let's make out?
Oh, good question. A little of both.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually talked about that. Natasha and I, we sort of like make our own rehearsals before we film, and we were talking about that, and not like that, guys.
Walked right into that one.
No, but so we talked about how we didn't want it to come across as the only reason that they're getting back together is because the world is ending and like this is our last chance and hormones and emotions are up in the air, and so comes out of that. We really wanted to show like if they get back together this season, why are things going to be different this time, and like what can we show about like the communication that we now share and the knowledge that we share of how like it really is like both parties are coming together and growing and learning from our mistakes. And
I'm sure you've seen they talked more amongst.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, I don't think it's like, oh, the world's ending, so screw it, let's make out. I think it's the world's ending, and I'd rather spend my last time with you than anyone else. And, you know, so I think it is deeper than that.
I just want to ask one more question for me personally. This is like a selfish question, but what's next for Carmilla? Like, I want more Carmilla. What's next for you guys?
I mean, I'll just say that, you know, it was really beautiful and liberating in a way to be able to write to a conclusion this season, knowing where we're going and what we don't have to withhold anymore in a way. But it is a world that we love very much. So we have something to show you.
You have no idea what I went through to find these.
My cream puffs! Merci.
Yeah, your overpriced cream puffs.
There's a card in here. And it's multiple choice.
Mic drop.
So that's exciting. Are you guys excited? Steph, where and how can we get the movie?
I love you too! Yeah! You can go to carmillamovie.com and it'll bring you to the VHX site where you can pre-order. And time to get started.
Guys, we are so excited about this news. Talk about it on Twitter using hashtag #CarmillaMovie. Talk about it a lot. The news is about to drop on Variety, but you guys know about it first.
Motorcycle.
Yeah! Are you guys stoked?
Yeah.
More than words. Also, Natasha and I had never seen that, and like this is really emotional. Yeah, we're like just.
Give these guys a huge round of applause. They made a movie! Thank you guys so much for being here today, and thank you guys for coming. Please help me give one last big round of applause to Natasha Nigovelis, Elise Bellman, Jordan Hall, and Steph Walkneen.
Our secret to keep.
Guys, in 15 minutes, autographing area 1